Hello, thank you for tuning into my channel. This is my weekly Finish It Friday video where I take a UFO that I have in my projects and work on it for just a little bit each week. This week I'm working on my Heartstrings quilt, which is a quilt that I've been working on for several months now as a UFO. This quilt started with string blocks that I made using copy paper that are 8.5. They started at 8.5 inches square, and I just used my strap strings for each of those blocks. Then I took some of those blocks and made half square triangles using some denim, and I have right now I've sewn the blocks into rows, and I am currently sewing the rows together. As I said, this is a project that I've been working on every week for several weeks. This week I didn't really have any time to work on it, so I did all of the work on this quilt today that I am sharing also on today. What I did was I decided to pin all of the bottom rows. So there are two sets of two that I'm sewing together in this video. I'm going to take the time and do the pinning first, and then I'm going to take them downstairs and stitch them together. I have a pattern that I'm still kind of working on for this heart. I've drawn it out on some graph paper, and so I know exactly where the hearts are supposed to go. But I am still working on putting the pattern together, like writing the pattern. And I have taken some time now to slow the video down. Usually it's a lot faster, and you can watch this process a little bit more closely as I do this pinning. This denim that I got, some of it is from old jeans, and so it has some stretch in it. And as I get ready to stitch this together, they are starting to stretch and move a little bit. And so I decided to do some pretty heavy pinning on them. And I want to take you in a little closer so you can actually see that process. I started in the middle of the stitch, and then or in the middle of the block, and then I do the middle of those sections, and then I finally do the middles one more time. So each block has about 8 pins in it that has the denim. The other blocks, like the string piece blocks, I only really have 2 pins in those, and you'll see that as I get ready to work here. I put a couple of pins at the beginning of the top row, but then I am going to pin the rows together. The pins in the top just remind me what end is up, so that when I'm pressing my seam, I know I'm pressing away from the top. I'm pressing toward the bottom. And what I've been doing is starting with the seam allowance, pressing those because they nest, and so I kind of press the seam allowances in the correct direction, and then I go and I put a pin in the center of each block. So you can see that here, where I'm just putting a pin in the center of each block, and I'm going to go down the entire rest of these 2 rows, pinning first the seam allowance and then putting the pin in between or in the center of the block. The string pieces, honestly, they don't really need any pins, but since I'm pinning the rest of it with the denim, I do go ahead and add some pins for that too. So I want to thank everybody for following along. This is a Vlogmas in July video. So I've been making a video for each day of the month. I recently caught up. I was making 2 videos a day to get caught up for the month of July, but now I'm right on schedule and I can do just 1 video a day. I'm excited because I'm getting ready to start the starch project or the starch experiment. So if you're looking for that on my channel, please stay tuned. It is definitely coming. I am really excited about checking out working with starch and seeing how well it works for my quilting. So please join me for that. Also, I hope that you've seen the Starlight Starbright quilt. We've added 1 block and we're going to add another block, the final block, next week. So that's going to be something exciting to look forward to as well. I'm enjoying Vlogmas in July. I love seeing everybody comment and like the videos. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I would encourage you to subscribe so that you don't miss a thing that happens on the channel. I typically do 3 videos a week. And of course, for Vlogmas, I'm doing a video every day for this month. And then hopefully in August, we can get back to the 3 video a week schedule. I typically do a Finish It Friday video, a Whip It Wednesday where you get to see everything I'm working on for the week. And then Sunday is usually a tutorial. Oh, I have an announcement. I'm going to go live on Sunday, July 17th, just to work on some trip around the world blocks. So if you're interested, please join me live. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that YouTube lets you know whenever I upload a new video. And I thank you in advance for your support by being a subscriber to my channel. Here in the video, you can see that I am stitching up the 2 rows. I think that something weird happened with my camera and I didn't get all of the rows, but you're going to see that here. And then I pressed the seam allowance down toward the bottom row for each one of these. And then I'm going to take everything back upstairs. If you have any questions about what you've seen in this video, leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!